been almost a year since President Bush launched a mortgage bailout program to help distressed homeowners. The FDIC just today unveiling its own plan to help some homeowners forestall foreclosure. We want to get a sense of how the housing industry is doing from the ground up. Exclusive Power Lunch interview right now with the President and CEO of Century 21, Tom Kunz, who joins us today from New York City. Mr. Kunz, good seeing you. Welcome back.
Well, good morning. Thank you.
How do you characterize, I mean, you've been in this business, I was reading, a quarter of a century. You've seen booms, you've seen busts. How do you characterize what you're seeing right now?
Well, it's very interesting. As you said, I've been here a long time, and I've seen a lot of markets take adjustments. But the four fundamentals that I look at are jobs, increased income, and interest rates and inventory. And if you look at any other major adjustment that we've seen, you've seen huge unemployment, no increases, double-digit interest, and a huge amount of inventory. But in this whole process, what we've seen is that the people still have jobs, even though it's pushed up to 6.5% unemployment. Most people are going to see some increases in their income, and we still have single-digit, mid-range, single-digit interest rates. And God, we have a lot of inventory to choose from. So there's some opportunity, and I think we need to work on confidence is really the issue we need to focus on.
What about helping out some of those struggling homeowners? I mean, you know, I know your organization has proposed to Treasury a reduction of interest rates to, I think, 4.5%. What's been the response on the proposal, and what do you think the best way is to help homeowners who might be struggling to avoid foreclosure?
Well, you're absolutely right. Our parent organization, TheRealDeal, put that proposal forward after doing some investigation, and we feel that the 4.5% mark is the mark that we have to get to. And just last week, the National Association of Realtors also adopted that process with some initiatives that they're putting forward. So we haven't really seen any movement on it yet. But we also have put together another initiative going forward calling Save the American Dream, where we're going out to all of our franchisees and their agents to say, you know what, we need to go out into the marketplace, and as we're doing business with buyers and sellers, if we know of somebody who is maybe getting close to a foreclosure, we need to go in there and help them. And this was all due because we heard from the Mortgage Bankers Association that in excess of 50% of the people who have been foreclosed on have not contacted their lender. So if we can take our 100,000 agents and get them to go in and save just one home each, that would take a lot of inventory off the foreclosures.
A couple of questions to go here. The FDIC proposal is sort of a carrot and stick proposal to get mortgage companies out there the incentive to renegotiate mortgages with those who are behind in payments by 2 payments at least, but they would receive a fee of $1,000 for that successful renegotiation, and if there are any redefaults, any losses beyond that point, the government would make up half of those losses. From your perspective, how cumbersome would that be to try and do, but would it be effective at the same time?
Well, you know, I think anything that can assist a homeowner in staying in their home, is going to be beneficial to the industry. Yeah, again, it could be very cumbersome, but the issue is at least we're trying to, come up with some ideas, or the government is trying to come up with some ideas that will allow us homeowners to stay in their home. At the end of the day, it really is about the inventory that's sitting there, because as prices are going down, we still have a price and inventory relationship there. So what we need to do is unload the inventory. Prices will start to stabilize, and when prices stabilize, then we get back to a more normalized type of market.
Where do you think we are in the cycle? I know that this is all regional, and certain areas are doing better than others, but do you think we are closer to a bottom in housing prices than others do? Some people think we have another 20% to go.
Well, it's interesting. We saw, basically the whole country went up together and somewhat came down. I don't think that's going to be the situation going, getting back on top. So it's going to come up market by market. And we're already seeing some marketplaces that are starting to, see some reduction in their inventory, which will eventually help. And interestingly enough, it's in some of those marketplaces that took the hard hit. California, some places in Florida. The Midwest is still staying pretty steady. So, we'll come out of this. What I will say, if I had that crystal ball, I probably wouldn't be sitting here with you today.
Yeah.
But the issue is that I think we're closer to the end than we are the beginning. So I guess that's the good news.
All right, Mr. Kunz, nice to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you very much.
Tom Kunz of Century 21.